Hello, this is Mayor Raz J. Baraka, and thank you for tuning in to Edu Talk, where we will discuss incredible topics centered around our young people, about local control, community schools, our special needs population, creating curriculum and opportunities for young people to move forward from elementary school into careers or to universities. It is the opportunity for us to discuss our young people's creativity, their imagination, their ability to move our city forward. We need them in Newark, and we need the best educated, the most well-trained, incredibly courageous and imaginative young people coming out of our school system. And this show gives us an opportunity to engage those topics. Again, thank you for watching. God bless.
Welcome to Edu Talk. My name is Antoinette Richardson, and I'm the Chief Education Officer for Mayor Baraka's Office of Comprehensive Community Education. And on behalf of Mayor Raz J. Baraka, we're glad that you've tuned in to us today. Now, we have two very special guests with us today, two people that you may know, and if you don't know, you will know them at the end of our program here today at Edu Talk, where we talk about all things education. So first we have with us Mr. Reverend, Pastor, Director, and a friend of mine, Patrick Council. And I just said that whole introduction because, you know, he's a pastor and Director of Recreation, Cultural Affairs, it's so long, and Senior Services for the City of Newark. Welcome, Pat.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
All righty. And then we have Mrs. Tremanisha Lamy. Did I say it right? Okay. Tremanisha Lamy. And Tremanisha is the Executive Director of Newark Thrive. So if you could both just take a moment and introduce yourselves. What do people need to know about you? What's the most important things that they need to know? Tremanisha?
Wow. Well, I'm a Newark resident, proud Newark resident. I've been working in youth services now for 19 years, and I run Newark Thrives, which is a network of after-school and summer programs here in the city, and I'm glad to be here today.
Thank you and welcome. Pat?
I think one of the most important things for everyone to know in the city is that no man is an island. We all need each other to provide support and strong support mechanisms to create stronger partnerships as we move along, and that is surely what we've been trying to do. In the Recreation Office. As you know, I'm the Director of Recreation, Culture Affairs, and Senior Services. And so we just don't deal with young people, but we reach across the gamut and try to provide wellness and a good sense of discipline and strong play and activities throughout the corridors of each and every part of this great city.
Thank you so much. And before we go on, we're going to turn just for a second to our fun fact. Every time that we do an Edu Talk show, we throw out a fun fact. Lately, if you look at our last few shows, they've been kind of difficult. This one I think should be pretty easy. So here's our fun fact question for today. What is the most important thing that students can do during the summer to ensure that they are ready for school in September? Hint, this is something that parents can encourage. And we're going to get back to the answer to that fun fact question later on in the show. So, now, you know, one thing I think is very important right now in the city is collaboration. And Pat, with all of the work that you do for the city, and also Tremanisha with Newark Thrives, I think what's really wonderful that's happening is that we all really work together on a lot of things. You know, we actually all end up supporting each other, sitting on each other's boards, helping each other out with projects. And it's difficult for people in the city to really know that because they see all these things that's happening. But I think the wonderful thing that people really need to know is that so many people are working together collaboratively. So Tremanisha, could you talk just a little bit about the mission of Newark Thrives? I mean, Newark Thrives, the name in itself is a very powerful name because it thrives. It's alive. It's moving. But could you tell us a little bit about your mission?
Our mission is really to increase access to after school and summer programs for North youth. And we also work close with program providers to make sure that they're leveraging resources. So, again, back to what you were saying about that collaborative factor, whether it's working collaboratively on grants or helping programs with professional development or evaluation and assessment, we do it all.
Okay, can you give an example so that something that people might be able to relate to?
Okay, so one of the things that we have right now is a program locator. The program locator, you can go to norc-thrives.org, and you can go online right now through your phone or computer, and you can see over 200 programs that are offered throughout the city of Newark on that locator. They have slots for about 25,000 young people on that locator.
Wow, that's a lot of information. So if you could just go back just a little bit slower. What is it called?
Newark Program Locator, North Thrives Program Locator.
North Thrives Program Locator.
Yes.
Okay, and how do people find it?
Norc-thrives.org.
Norc-thrives.org. And what will a parent find when they go on there?
Well, one of the great things was that before we even created the program locator, we went and we talked to parents about what are some of the things they wanted to know about youth programs. And so they wanted to know where they were located. So you can break the programs down based on ward, based on day of the week, whether it's offered over the summer or after school. And it also tells you what type of program, whether it's a STEAM program, an arts program, a college readiness program, or one of the recreational programs are also on there. For also all of the city programs, whether it's the Centers of Hope or the recreational centers, they're all located on there as well. One of the other questions they wanted to know is it free? Do they offer food? So those questions are also answered on there, and you can go and click on a button. It'll take you right to the program's website as well.
So you'll be able to find out then if something is free or if there's a cost to
Yep,
it.
and you'll have the contact number to actually access the program directly from the website.
Have you gotten any feedback from parents as to whether this is hard or easy for them to navigate, to use?
We've gone to several parent groups across the city to talk to them about the program locator, and we've gotten a lot of positive feedback as far as it being easily accessible to our youth and parents, for youth and parents, because we want young people to be able to go and click on it too.
Okay, thank you. So, Pat, you're responsible for so many things. I don't even know where to start, but if you could just talk about kind of what you do, what you're responsible for, and what's going on this summer.
Well, we have a magnitude of opportunities this summer for our young people, our seniors, as well as partnering with Newark Thrives, right, with their program locator, which is an excellent piece. Most of our programs are inside of their locator, and we have also fabulous partnerships with Newark YMCA, is the Boys and Girls Club. All of our universities around have been very helpful in opening to us. But just for the summer to kick off, I mean, we have 5 recreational facilities that will be operating enrichment camps. We have 2 facilities that are special to us, Hyatt Court and Bradley Court, where we've instituted camps inside of those 2 facilities so that the community can be able to have a place to go and to share. We have 4 outdoor pools that will be opening up June 29th. We have 2 indoor pools that are open up now. We want you to go in there, get involved at JFK Recreation Facility and down at our Sharp James Ken Gibson Aquatic Center. Our Camp Watershed is going to be opening up July 4th to August 24th.
Love
it's
it.
all of our summer activities, and so we're looking for people to be a part of it, sign up and actively get involved. Reach out to our recreation department, 973-733-6454. Come and be a part of it. Senior services, our seniors are basking in the glow of their return to their heydays, being out, being actively involved. We're definitely keeping our seniors involved. We have a Rock the Yacht trip that's coming up in July. They're going to be out on the boat. They're going to be partying. We got trips going down to the shore, as well as all of the conglomerate things that we do. And then we're going to end it all up with the Mayor's Family Fun Day.
All right.
In August, the mayor wants all of the residents of this great city of Newark to come together, be a part, and understand that we have to begin to friendship and have fellowship with each other.
Hey, that was a
that we can
beautiful
keep moving
event.
this city going, right?
Yes, beautiful event last
Excellent,
year.
yeah.
Is there a date yet?
We're working on a date. The
Okay.
date may possibly be August 11th. We want people to tune in, stay located. You can even reach out to my office, 973-733-5373, to hear all of all the exciting things that we have. I know you talked a little bit about some of the stuff that we do in recreation. cultural affairs, and senior services. But just to let you know, I'm also under the Sun Up program, which is our breakfast and lunch program throughout the summer months. And then during the school year, it's our after school feeding. We need parents to get their kids to these sites during the summer so that they can have a healthy breakfast, a healthy lunch. We need providers to come and to sign up to be a part of our Sun Up program so kids can have healthy, nutritious meals and values. And then we have our Centers of Hope, our camps that we run in the summer at Pennington Court, as well as Hayes West, which is one of our Centers of Hope for young women. And then we just circle back around with our watershed. As you know, we have an 8-week camp up at the watershed starting July 4th to August 24th. And we're asking parents to get involved, sign your young people up. There is something literally to do for every age range of person in this great city if they come and take a part of it. Don't get caught up with what the naysayers say, but be involved, be active, and let other people know what's going on.
Is it too late to sign up?
It's never too late to sign up.
Okay.
We're looking for folks to sign up.
All
Call
right.
Recreation again. 973-733-5373 is our number, and 6454 is the Recreation number.
Thank you.
We'll direct you to the right place to go to get signed up.
This is just so exciting to me. And I want to talk just a little bit about not just recreational swimming, but do we have opportunities for our young people or our adults to learn how to swim?
We have an excellent Learn to Swim program that operates out of JFK Recreation Facility, as well as our Sharp James Kenneth Gibson Aquatic Center. We also have senior aerobics and aquafit that is happening now in our centers. And we're working with young programs. We have a Newark Striders track program. And then don't forget Pop Warner football is coming right back right around the corner, where we have 9 teams that participate in Newark Pop Warner football from the end of August all the way to November. So we have a quadre of program and program offerings from adult flag football that we're offering now. We just got finished doing an adult co-ed softball league. There are things to do. And so instead of complaining about what is not happening, start looking for what is happening. Go to the city website, check it out, get information, call, find out what is happening, and please come out and get involved. The mayor is doing a wonderful job.
Thank you. Thank you so much. You know, this city, Newark, it is just taking on a whole new life. There's a lot of life in the city. It's not perfect, of course, but there is just new life and so many things for people to get involved in. If people would just come on out and get involved. You know, even when I look at the downtown area belongs to everyone.
Yes.
Okay, you know, we complain, and this is a little off topic, but we complain about newcomers, you know, enjoying our city. We should all be enjoying everything about our city.
Every part of it.
Yeah, and especially, you know, we're talking about what's available for young people during the summer. And we know the impact that, you know, it has on young people when they don't have anything to do in the summer. So this is really, really important. So Termanisha, from the work that you do at Newark Thrives and the program locator, are there any programs that you know about that parents can still find to get their young people involved in for this summer?
So as of last week, I know that if they're interested for teenagers can definitely check out the Newark Public Schools Student Center. They have a program called Summertime Chill, where they can kind of go to the student center, get away from being out in the heat, and they'll have programming for them there. The other thing that they can also get involved in is the Boys and Girls Club of Newark, and also the YMCA has slots available as well.
You know, and I just thought about something. There's a theater program that runs with Drew University out of the Student Center that was run by Rodney Gilbert, who passed away last year, but I know that they're still looking for students also.
Yes, yes. You can definitely check out a lot of the arts programs. They're on the program locator, but they're also in Newark Arts Education Roundtable has a listing of the arts programs that are available there as well.
Thank you.
And that really helps when you think about social emotional learning over the summer. Another important fact, I know that they're really pushing it in the schools, but a lot of the arts programs have SEL embedded in their programming.
Yes, and the Drew program, for example, carries through the entire school year.
Exactly.
Also. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And Pat, I've heard that there's something that people can get, a pass, a community pass. What is it? How do you get it? And what do you do with it?
I want one.
Yeah, you want one. So a community pass is a very convenient way where we can monitor those individuals who are coming into our centers in terms of program usage and in terms of the programs that are being provided in our centers. It's a $5 fee for all Newark residents for an entire year, which is probably one of the most cheapest anywhere you can go. And it's $15 for non-residents from the city of Newark. And that just allows you to come in, be a part of our programs and activities that we have. It allows us a way that we can be able to cross-reference and know who's coming in and out of our facilities, and can be able to check that data and can use that data as a platform to see what is most being, what is mostly productive in our city.
So how? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Can you use the community pass at any recreational facility, or
Yes.
is it once you purchase it at one, you can only use it there?
Nope, the community pass is mobile. So
Okay,
if I have a community pass, I can use it at any center. I can log in. It'll capture me. It captures the data. Let me know what I'm coming in to register for. If I'm coming in to swim, if I'm coming in to do some recreational programming, gymnastics or tumbling, all of the other wonderful programs that we have. It captures all of those different things. It allows me to sign in and sign out. And it also allows for public safety to have a mechanism of helping us to track kids in case of a tragic situation.
So, how do you get it? How do you pay for it?
Well, we ask everyone to sign up at the recreation facilities. Again, it's $5 for Newark residents, $15 for non-Newark residents. You can register at any one of our recreational facilities. Borland Street, which is on South Orange Avenue, our Bo Porter location, on Leslie Street and Lyons Avenue, as well as our JFK Recreation Facility on West Kenny Street, Sharp James Ken Gibson Aquatic Center, which is on Rome Street, as well as Rotunda on Norfolk Street. They can register at any one of those centers to get the information.
Okay, now, here's a loaded question. I probably shouldn't ask, but I'll ask it anyway. What happens to a young person who just doesn't have any way to get that $5? Are there people who are helping to sponsor? Can folks help to sponsor young people for the community pass?
There are definitely individuals who are out here sponsoring young people to get them involved and keep them, off the streets and keep them active in good programming. The parents have stepped up and done a tremendous job. They realize that if they can buy their kids a 40 or 50 pair of dollar, sneakers, that they can easily turn around and, sacrifice the $5 so that they can be a part of recreational programs. So again, I commend the parents for stepping up and for helping to, provide the $5 that are necessary to enroll their kid into our programs for a year, right? And so it just helps us to monitor and go for a year. I was at the New Jersey Recreation Parks Association conference, and one of the funniest things was the individual asked me were we preparing to open up our pools, and she said, a family pass for us is $569 per family. And I said, well, our kids get to swim for $5. She said, a day? I said, no, that's just for the year. And so, sometimes we have to think about how fortunate we are in these situations, and then how to utilize it and maximize it in a way where we can get that information out to encourage everyone else. So,
No, I agree with you. I was not trying to infer that the $5 was a lot. I just know that every now and then there's situations. I was just wondering how people were coming together, as a community to try to help those particular situations. But that price you can't beat that price.
Can't beat
I mean,
it.
you just can't.
Can't beat it.
You cannot.
Can't beat it. So it's a wonderful thing. It helps us grow. And the mayor, he continues to work hard. He continues to push. That's why, earlier when we talked about the Black College Travel Camp and we talked about the Emoji Leadership Camp, he's been doing so much in terms of keeping people educationally focused. So, on his behalf and again on behalf of the Recreation Department and all that we service, we want to wish all of the graduates from 2018 a great congratulations for a job well done. Keep working,
That's right.
keep pushing, and
Absolutely.
keep being energized.
And those college graduates.
Absolutely.
One thing the mayor always says is if you're interested in staying in Newark or coming back to Newark or whatever it is, that if you really want to work hard and you have, the intelligence, now the education, and the heart, then you want it right here in Newark.
You want it right here.
You want it right here in Newark. Right here in Newark. Bring your skills back. Thank you.
Yeah.
Trey Manish, is there anything that you would like to add that we haven't talked about?
Well, one of the things we're really pushing this summer is hashtag summertime Newark. Hashtag summertime Newark. We really want to make sure that people see positive images of our young people doing phenomenal things over the summer. So whether or not you're at a recreational center or you're doing Pop Warner or you're at the Boys and Girls Club or YMCA, take a picture of your child or have that young person take a selfie and show what they're doing. Because last summer we had of kids post pictures of themselves canoeing and doing phenomenal things. And so then they start asking questions about, what program were you in? Where did you go do that at? And so we want to make sure we spread the word that our young people are actively engaged in positive things over the summer, and we want them to help us engage other young people. So if parents and youth across the city can use that hashtag summertime Newark, we're really, really excited for that. We're also celebrating National Summer Learning Day with the city of Newark. And so in July, National Summer Learning Day is in July, the month of July, and we're celebrating all month with that hashtag. But on one particular event, we're going to be giving free giveaways out to youth and families and coloring books with activities in it and stuff like that. We're also going to be at the Lincoln Park Festival, giving away gifts for youth and families and spreading the word about after school and summer programs.
Okay.
Awesome.
All right. Great, great. And you just said something about one special event.
The National Summer Learning Day?
Yes.
It's a national event, just really raising awareness about summer learning loss, right?
Okay.
Because when young people are not actively engaged in summer programs, especially in urban communities over the summer, where a lot of, suburban communities, they skyrocket. So they're prepared for the next grade level. A lot of our youth, on the other hand, they kind of do a dip. So that summer learning loss is a summer learning slide. So we want to make sure that they're actively engaged in whether it's sports and getting mentoring from sports and activities like that, or a college readiness or a college prep program, whatever it is. We want to make sure that kids are reading, that they're learning, and that their mind is steadily going over the summer, and they don't just get complacent just sitting home doing nothing. So there's so much going on, as Pat mentioned. So we want to make sure that youth are out and that they don't fall behind in the summer.
Right, and it builds cognitive skills and as well as health and staying physically active. Pat, is there anything that you'd like to add that we haven't discussed yet?
I think it's important that we get out, get fit, get well, and get involved. Getting involved means so much, and it means that we have to actively be able to get out and pursue what it is that we need to do to get our physical body strong, so that our spiritual and mental bodies can be at a capacity where when we return our young people back to school, they're at a higher level, they're at a higher thinking level, and the energy that they had in the summer spills over into the school, which shakes the very fiber of the culture in the schools and begins to make that change. I think it's important that we invest in our parks. The mayor has done a lot of investments in the parks, and we need our folks to get back out into the parks and really see what is happening in the parks and be a part of it. One of the greatest things that I do like for being on Edu Talk that I haven't talked about, and I'm going to surprise you with it, is that for the first time this year, the mayor has started 2 different camps. One of the camps is called the Black College Travel Camp, where we're going to be taking 25 students who's going to be working actively in a camp to visit 4 historically black college institutions. They have to learn all about those institutions. They have to learn about the struggle of the historically black colleges, why they were founded, and then at the end of their old learning process, they will visit that school, take a tour of the school, and learn all about the school. That's just one end of it. Then the other end of it, in August, we're going to partner with the Boys and Girls Club, and we're going to take 50 young people, 25 young women, 25 young men up to Camp Landwood for a week for Emoja Leadership Development Camp. The mayor is really strong on pushing leadership development and growing and grooming the next leaders in our community. And so we have to begin to do that. We have to learn how to transition, how to pass the baton, and realize that we can't hold on to everything forever, but we can be prudent about what we do in producing the next leaders in this community.
Absolutely, and the mayor's leading by example.
Yes.
So that's important. That's a wonderful surprise.
Absolutely.
Yes, it is. And Tremanisha, what you were just talking about kind of leads into the Edu Talk, the answer to the Edu Talk question. Okay, so the fun fact. What is the most important thing that students can do during the summer to ensure that they're ready for school in September? The answer is pretty obvious, okay? But we just need to say it. We need to say it over and over again, and that is to read.
Read.
To continue to be engaged in reading. The wonderful thing about summer reading is that it gives young people the opportunity to read things that they like more so than things that they are assigned to read. But the most important thing, parents and young people, is that you read and that you continue to keep your brain, not just cognitively, not just for the skill of reading, but so that you have the opportunity to think, to consider things, to use your imagination. And the summertime is really good for that because it's not for an assignment, it's for you. So I'd like to thank you both for this time, for
Great,
coming
appreciate
on,
it.
for giving the community all of this really important information as we move into the summer. You know, sometimes we get the opportunity to really plan ahead for for our young people for the summer, and sometimes a parent is going to look up and be like, "Wow, school is ending. What are we going to do?" So I hope that getting this information today at this time, as school is just ending, is really going to be helpful for some of the parents, the grandparents, and the caretakers to have a little more information about what you can do with your child during this summer. So thank you all. Thank you again, Trey, Manisha, and Pat, and thank you all for joining us today on Edu Talk. On behalf of Mayor Raz J. Baraka, we hope that you join us again and again and again on Edu Talk, where we talk about all things education. I'm Antoinette Richardson, Chief Education Officer for Mayor Baraka. See you next time.